Now I would love to welcome Jennifer Hansen to the stage from Dreams on Horseback.
There is a mental health crisis of epidemic proportions in our schools. The U.S. Surgeon General states that 1 in 5 children experienced a mental health disorder before the pandemic. The isolation and precautions taken during the pandemic, along with threats of daily violence, have compounded this problem, doubling the depression and anxiety symptoms experienced by our children. Socioeconomically disadvantaged children are 2 to 3 times more likely to experience a mental health disorder than their peers with higher socioeconomic status. This is a crisis that begs bold, non-traditional intervention, and we propose horses. For more than 20 years, Dreams on Horseback has provided a variety of innovative programs, serving more than 3,500 participants every year at our 2 locations. In response to this mental health crisis, we created a social-emotional learning program in which students can practice personal and interpersonal skills that will lead to success in their classrooms and in our communities. We work with school-aged children to practice skills like managing their emotions, or feeling and showing empathy for others, or making very good, reasonable, responsible decisions. The format of this program is similar to a ropes course. Students will work on these skills while they complete a challenge alongside of our horses. So why horses? What's the magic? Well, horses naturally read nonverbal cues in order to survive. They react to the nonverbal cues of the people around them, providing our staff valuable feedback about the emotions and the responses of the children when they are addressing various situations. Because the students are working alongside of these amazing horses, hopefully you met a couple of them outside, the students are willing to listen to the coaching and practice some of these social skills that they might otherwise ignore. While we currently work with 5 school districts who bring their students to our centers, we are ready to do more. And so tonight, I propose a mobile mini unit. Tonight, I ask you for a $62,000 investment in order to add 2 miniature horses to our herd, to purchase portable fencing, and to purchase and equip a van, allowing us to transport our miniature horses to any school in Central Ohio, because we believe that every student, regardless of their demographic or geographic location, should have access to this very unique and proven opportunity. Your investment tonight will allow us to be able to serve schools and provide this program for less money than it would cost for those schools to come to us. Plus, it will create a profit of more than $69,000 in just our first 5 years. In our first year, we will be able to serve 384 new students, and within 5 years, more than 3,400 students will benefit from your investment. That translates into just $1.20 per student to rebuild the mental health foundation that our children need to be able to learn and thrive. We can do more, we need to do more, and we can only do it with your help. Thank you.
Thank you. What's the thinking on subsequent years after the van gets funded? How is the program funded in subsequent years?
I'm so glad you asked, Charlie. So we will be able, in our program models, we build in the opportunity to rebuild the resources we need for further expansion. So I'm a pretty conservative planner. So within our first 5 years, I've given you our projections, but after 5 years, we would have the funding available to be able to then add another team of miniature horses, and then we would be able to double our capacity, because this program has grown 300% in just the last 12 months. We know the demand is out there. But I like to Under-promise and over-deliver.
You mentioned that you know the demand is out there. So how do you know? How do these schools find you? How are they communicating with you and letting you know that they want you?
Yes. Oh, thank you for asking. Word of mouth is how people find us because our programs are so unique and so powerful, and because we are located so close to Columbus, schools hear about the remarkable increase in attendance at schools, or the fact that some of the children are willing to engage in these lessons in classrooms because they've been active, they've been at our farm. We involve all of the teaching staff so they can bring in cue words from our programs in our center and use some of those cue words in the classroom to try to translate some of the successes we have with our horses to then benefit and translate into successes in the classroom. Word of mouth. We don't tell a lot of people because we need more capacity, and that's why I'm here tonight.
Just to clarify, the school districts pay you for the service, bringing it to their students.
Yes, that is correct. So Ryan, that is a great point. Our model, our cost model from the very beginning of all of our programs, we charge 1/2 of our cost and we fundraise the rest of the cost. So first, I'm asking for you to kickstart this very new program for us by putting it in mobile format, and then we will continue to charge half cost. The beautiful part of this is half cost of us going to schools is less than half cost of them coming to us. So we're going to save the schools more than 25% of what they're already paying for our programs, and we're going to create some revenue that can support our programs in the future.
Have you seen any uptick in the popularity of Yellowstone?
I'm sorry, have I seen what? I couldn't
has-
hear that.
Has Yellowstone, the show, have you seen any uptick from that?
How many horses do you currently have right now?
We currently have 22 horses on staff.
And is there like a benchmark of how many kids can work with one horse, or is there a limit to that?
There's not really a limit. Now, we are a premier accredited therapeutic center, so we do have limits on how many hours a day our horses can work. However, in these group sessions at our facility, our group sessions, we typically max them out at about 15 at the most at one time in our arena. However, we can do different activity stations so we can accommodate larger groups. In my proposed program, what we would be doing is we would be bringing classrooms out where we would work with 14 students at a time and then rotate in through the school. So we take the students out of school for less time, but we provide just as powerful of a program.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much, Jennifer.
Thank
Everybody-
you. Thank you.